Hey everybody, William the writer here, back with another writing vlog, and I know what you're thinking. It's a whole new look. If you follow me on Instagram, or if you know me since at least 2016, I've always had a beard, you know? It's been about 6 years. It's getting hot over here in California, so I decided to shave it off. As you can see, all cleaned off here. I totally forgot how my face looked like, my face shape and everything, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. And then yeah, my face feels a lot better. It's a lot lighter and a lot cooler. So who know? So it feels great so far. Don't know if I'll grow my beard back in the wintertime or just keep it how it is, you know. But so far, still kind of getting used to it. But I kind of like it actually. Anyways, like I said, coming with the writing vlog here. I actually got my notebook here. Well, one of them, anyways. If you saw my reel on my Instagram, I have like I have stacks and stacks of notebooks of like scattered notes from my story. So what I'm gonna do here is just put all my notes in my laptop and then start writing. Like I did last video. Hopefully I could get 1,000 pages in today. Sorry, not 1,000 pages, 1,000 words. If I could get 1,000 pages in, that'd be great. But just 1,000 words for now. I'll be using the Pomodoro technique. Last time I did a 15-minute writing sprint with 10-minute breaks, and then I did that for about 2 hours, and I was able to get 1,000 words. Usually that's not a lot, but for me that's a lot. Okay, so about 2 pages or so. So stick around, definitely check it out. Okay, so I'm taking notes here, putting my notes from paper to my laptop. I use the Scrivener program. I really like it. The way I write is just kind of how I take notes, just scattered. Whatever seems come to my head, I just pop them in there. So I use the Scrivener program to excuse me to put in my notes. Usually my notes are just random ideas I write throughout the day. Day or a week. Usually it's either through movies I watch, something I read off the internet, or in a book, or sometimes it's the music. Sometimes the music just has me feeling a certain way, and so I gotta write it down. Ideas just almost come randomly, and so whenever I have an idea pop in my head, I try to write it down. And so this week I actually went walked. I'd taken a walk by a park through a recommendation from my friend, and by the park there was like a tower, and through that tower, like I imagined a scene like the tower overlooking a river. What was the river doing? What does the garden? What is the tower guarding? So stuff like that. You gotta make sure you write those notes down. You can use them if you want, or you don't have to. I prefer if the idea is written down and I don't use it rather than a lost idea. Okay, so I'm finished putting my notes into Scrivener. Obviously, I blacked out the ideas just so no one can take them, I guess. But I did categorize them. So this is names. Okay. So names of characters, places, anything of significance, or like a name that popped in my head that doesn't quite have anything. It's just like maybe a character name or a place name. Then next is quotes. So sometimes quotes just come to my head. It'll just pop in my head, maybe inspired from something I listened or something I watched, and I feel like a character might say this in a certain situation or to somebody. Scrolling down a bit here. This one, it's an idea, just a general like story idea. That well, in this case, will most likely kind of help push the plot along. Then this one is miscellaneous. Doesn't necessarily, as it says, doesn't necessarily have any group or place yet, as of right now. But perhaps as I get more story notes, I'll start to push. Excuse me. I'll start to categorize them. Sorry, the heat's kind of killing me here. So today's writing session, I focus on writing my main female protagonist and her opening chapter. I'll just call her A for this video, just so to make it easier in case I keep referring to her. Like I said, this is her opening chapter. Even though it's pretty early in the process, I still plan to focus on each chapter, focusing on one character's point of view, a little bit similar, excuse me, to A Song of Ice and Fire. Um, A was introduced in an earlier chapter, but she wasn't the main character in that chapter. Um, that being said, I am interested in her progress in the series actually, um, but because at this stage I do have most of her character arc planned out, so I'm kind of interested to see how it's gonna be. How am I gonna write that out as a book, as a story, as the series progresses? Um, I even though I have plotted from time to time, I'm mostly a pantser or a gardener. A gardener, just how George R. R. Martin says it. I prefer just to write like from the seat of my pants, just not really planning, just write, see how the story goes. It makes it more interesting, but there are days where the words are harder to find. So that's why I use the Pomodoro technique, where I just, for now I just write for 15 minutes, take a break for 10, write for 15 minutes, take a break for 10. I believe it really helps, kind of forces you to get the words out. So if you definitely have a hard time getting those words out, definitely suggest trying the Pomodoro method. It may be easier. It's easier to write, especially when it's a first draft. You just gotta write. You don't got to like make it perfect or anything. Just write. It is easier to edit a paper when there's words on there instead of a blank page. You know. All right, so yeah, so I was got 1,000 words in, about 1,053 words, I believe. I have to double check, and then and yes, I really do like the Pomodoro technique so far. Right now, 15 minutes at a time really works out for me. It really it's enough for me to get the words in, and then keeping doing like 4 rounds of 15-minute sprints. I really could get about 1,000 words. This time towards the end, I was kind of struggling a bit. Um, I did it between two scenes. Well, kind of maybe like a scene and then like what 30 words of another scene to get the 1,000. But yeah, it really worked out. And then I don't know, maybe in the future I try like write like so and so, write like a writer or something. So maybe we'll see. Um, yeah, but something I thought was cool was Porter Robinson. I was listening to an interview of Porter Robinson. You know, he's a EMD artist. He released Everything Is Good. I think it had to do with League of Legends. I know he did Sad Machine. I really like Sad Machine. But he was talking about Look at the Sky. He released it last year, and he said it took him like 6 years to from creation to finished, um, because like he had to learn like how to do write lyrics and stuff, and he knew how to write the beat. He had to write lyrics. I think he had to learn the guitar for that, which to me is very inspiring. It means like he didn't really rush the process. He really wants to be good at it as best as he can. So that really inspired me because I feel like my book's gonna take about like 10 years. Not my book, but my entire series is gonna take about 10 years. Just because I feel like as I'm writing, right now, as I'm writing, like I'm exploring the lore, the history of my world, and it's coming to me as a as I was writing today, I had to come up with names, ideas, and stuff. Even though if had taken notes throughout the week, stuff still pops up while I'm writing. So hearing that story that for Porter Robinson it took about 6 years to create look look at the sky. It's really I really like that. I really do. It really again really inspires me. Hey, and let me know in the comment what inspires you to write or what kind of inspiration that drives you to write or create. Until next time, thanks so much, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.